What's up, guys? We got a bunch of stuff to get knocked out today on the new truck. This is going to be the must-dos after every used vehicle purchase, especially if yours is similar to ours, being over 20 years old. There are some real critical components we need to get our eyes on just to see how the wear and tear has been, see if there's anything that we need to immediately replace, and then, of course, do as much maintenance as we possibly can. Quick backstory for anyone that might have missed the previous video where we purchased this thing, but it's a 98 one-owner truck. We bought it from a sweet old lady who unfortunately had her husband pass away around 2014. And it's only had about 2,000 miles put on it since then. And you might be asking yourself, well, how in the world do you even know that? Well, I found the last Express oil sticker, and you guessed it. It's from 2014, so this thing has potentially not had an oil change in the last 10 years, which is absolutely terrifying to say out loud, but also I think it's a great place for us to start the video. Of course, I did check the oil before buying it, but as you might expect from 10-year change intervals, it is on the low side and absolutely black as can be. Before you pull the plug, go ahead and crank it up, get everything hot, moving around. That way, when you do drain it, all the old crap comes out. Go ahead and pull your dipstick up and take your fill cap off. That way, everything can drain out easily. We got a 16 mil. I'm a little bit nervous to see what comes out of this thing. Okay, that's pretty promising. It's not goopy, at least not yet. And that is her. This only holds like right under 5 quarts. Hey, it's not seized. That is a miracle right there. That looks like a really poor design. Oh, it can go behind it. It's still gonna make a freaking mess, ain't it? See what comes out. Yeah, we're gonna let that drain for as long as it wants to. Well, if y'all thought I was joking, there's the sticker. Harbison Tire and Auto Service, not Express Oil, but next service due 5/25/14. So it's possible that it was actually done in 2013. Even better. All right, let's go ahead and prep our new filter, which is way fatter than the other one. I was concerned we got the wrong one, but the ring lines up, so it's just a shorter, fatter filter. Well, I forgot to hit record, but I do like to go ahead and pre-fill. That way on your first startup, it's already primed. Now I'm gonna go ahead and clean the housing, throw our drain bolt back on, and screw in our new filter. We're gonna be using this Mobil 1 high mileage 10W30. This is a 5-quart jug, and that's exactly how much it should take. We're gonna put about 4.5 quarts in here, and then we'll check it. We are 3/4 of the way to full, so we'll leave it like that. Go ahead and crank it up, check it, add if we need to. And after you do the oil change, make sure you document it. So date, oil used, and mileage. I like to put it in the owner's manual, and that way I can keep track of it. I'm also so freaking excited to wash this thing to see if our clear coat is in fact gone on the roof, or if, like I believe, someone waxed it or something, and they just never cleaned it off, because you can see like the black, it's on there as well. I think the paint might be all right. It just has crap all over it. Time to go ahead and check our air filter, which it's honestly laughable that Dodge just thought this was fine. This just literally clips on like that. There's no way that seals properly, but who knows how old this filter is. Don't be absolutely smoked. I think we also got to loosen this clamp back here. Wow, not bad. Well, it's definitely not brand new, but much better than I was expecting, to be honest. We'll just throw that baby back in. Look what is in the bottom of the airbox, though. A whole acorn. Go ahead, crank your truck up, let it warm up, throw it down in reverse, drive, park, back to drive, reverse, do all that, get everything moving around, and then we can pull our trans fluid stick, transmission dipstick, and see what she's looking like and smelling like. So let me look at the max level, and if y'all can see, she's still red. That gets a certified pass from me. Don't mind the smoke if you see any. I spilled some oil on the manifolds, but let's go ahead and check our power steering fluid level. And she is right there. So not quite up to the middle. Could use a little bit, but that's all good. Y'all might can see as well our brake fluid it's full right there at the maximum level. And then the last thing you want to check is your coolant, which ours is a little bit low. I've already checked it out. We'll go ahead and pick some up and top it off. But other than that, that's pretty much all the essentials for under the hood. So there's really no way to tell how old the gas is, but if I had to guess, it's probably pretty freaking old. This truck is registered in 2024, but I mean, only having 2,000 something miles since 2014, I wouldn't be surprised if it's super old. So we're going to be adding some octane boost from STP. We only have about 1/4 of a tank right now. This says this bottle should be with at least half a tank, so we're not going to use the whole thing. We'll put in like 1/3 of it, and then once we put some fresh gas in here, throw some 87, we'll just go back and, you know, put the rest of this in there. It ain't going to hurt it. All right, that should be good for the amount that we have in there. So it's always a good idea to go ahead, jack your truck up, give it a good spin, make sure it doesn't make any terrible noises. Grab it at the top and the bottom. Got good ball joints on this, front and the back. Got good tie rods on this, as well as don't overlook your lug nuts. Make sure they're tight. Well, lucky us, we got good ball joints and tie rods on both sides, as well as I can see our brakes. They're due not too terribly long, but they're definitely not completely shot either. So here's another thing you might not think about doing, but go ahead and open your door and look at that. Look at all that crap. You need to get that cleaned out. If you don't, that can eventually turn to basically dirt, which will rust out the fenders from the insides all the way down in there. Be a good idea to go ahead and pop this guy free, get all that cleaned out, but make sure at least, you know, pressure wash it or just grab it with your fingers. Get as much of that crap out as you possibly can. Both our front and rear diffs do have a little bit of a leak, so we definitely want to check the fluid level. Grab you an 18mm wrench and we can pop this sucker free, hopefully. Oh yeah. I'm betting we do not get any fluid on our finger. Give it an old dipperoo. Maybe. Yeah, we actually do. Wow. So we've got plenty of oil in there. So, you know, 27 years of a little bit of a leak. It's got some remnants right there, but as far as the front goes, we have plenty of fluid. I really should look through the humongous stack of service records because she might have actually gotten all this stuff serviced at some point. I'm shocked by how they did the rear end because there's no drain. You have to take the rear cover off to get the fluid out. And then to fill it or check it, there is this rubber plug basically, which is, I think, where most of our leak has come from. It's literally seeping fluid. So I'm not even gonna take it off, but we're probably gonna end up buying a new one because I barely even pried that and it's seeping. We are on a little bit of an incline, so it would make sense that the fluid would be a little higher on the backside here, but yeah, if I just push it, it seeps some out. So we'll definitely get a new one of these, take this out, clean it super good, and put a new one in there. And I think that's probably gonna solve all this wetness. Now it's time for my favorite part of these videos, doing our very first deep clean, spit shine the inside and out, and find out once for all, do we have clear coat failure on the roof, or did someone just wax it and forgot to wipe it off? That's what I'm thinking and hoping for. Either way, let's go grab the pressure washer, run some B-roll, see how good we make this blue shine. top this old girl off. Look how that blue is shining. My gosh. Old fresh 87. We got it at 305. Taxing over here. My gosh. But getting old blue filled up. She is shining. Holy crap, look at my boot marks all over the hood. I'm trying to get the thumbnail. That's hilarious. Alright, let's go ahead. Finish off our octane boost as well.
Why is it spicy?
Ooh. Alright, we're good. All I gotta say is praise the Lord for good air conditioning. My gosh, that is a blessing in this old truck because it is ice cold, baby. It feels amazing. Oil pressure's good. Check engine light is also good. It's not. We're gonna try to use our scanner. We've got a couple of them, and one of them should read this old Dodge. We'll have to see. That might be one of the worst door chimes I've ever heard in my life. Talk to the vehicle. Talk to the Dodge. Okay, sick. Okay, output shaft speed sensor circuit. Interesting. Let's try to clear it. Let's see if it comes back. Yes. All right, our race done. And the check engine light did just pop off on the dash, turned off. Okay, maybe it won't immediately pop back up. If it does, we'll have to, you know, dive deeper into it. But at least it wasn't like 10,000 misfires on cylinder 8. Is anyone else just totally mesmerized by clouds? Since I was little, they have always just blown my mind. Like, that does not even look real. That is crazy looking. But that humongous thunderstorm just rolled through here and got our freshly washed truck all wet again, but she is still looking absolutely killer. Unfortunately, the roof did not clean up like I was hoping. I'm still convinced that it is wax that someone left on there like 10 years ago probably, and it's just baked on there from the sun. So I think a good heavy grit polish is gonna peel all that off, and we're gonna have beautiful shiny blue paint underneath. So I'm not losing hope on that, but the rest of it cleaned up real nice for not even that, you know, in depth of a detail. It was so freaking hot. It's freaking brutal, but she cleaned up super good. I'm stoked with it. And no, I did not get sparkle tire shine. That's the seeds from the field. Now that we have all the fluids either checked or changed, I definitely feel a lot better about the truck, and I know it's happy having some fresh oil in there. Thankfully, the oil that came out was not straight sludge, though I was genuinely worried it was. It was, you know, dark, very used oil, but it still was a pretty good consistency. It wasn't gunked up. Now, we probably will change the oil again before too long, just to get everything out that gets stirred up with that new oil now. Probably be the best thing to do. We gotta get exhaust on this thing. We gotta get tint. I got an idea for the tint, something I've never done before. I think will go really nicely on this truck. So look forward to that. We also got to de-grandpa-fy or de-grandma-fy this thing. I don't think I even showed y'all, but I got it, man. We got some goodies in here. So under the floor mats, we got some pry bars. We got a drop hitch, a machete. We even got flares. I think the husband was a fireman. Fireman. What was this? Birmingham? Yeah, firefighters. Retired. Shown enough. Yeah, dude, got the gas in there, octane boost. She's running like a dream. We've got better than ever oil pressure. Now that we did turn the check engine light off, that sensor, it did not come back on yet, so I am stoked with that. I still need to get in here and do a good detail on the inside. I haven't done that yet. Couldn't find my interior detail spray. But, yeah, that's her, boys. So I'm gonna quit rambling. I'm sitting here just wasting freaking time. That's gonna be about it for this video. So if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, let me know what you think. Subscribe if you're new, ring that bell notification. And with that said, I'll see y'all boys in the next one.